In this lecture, we will discuss glycolysis. Actually, glycolysis is the central pathway for the glucose metabolism in which glucose 6 carbon compound is converted into a pyruvate, that is 3 carbon compound, through a sequence of 10 steps. If we summarize the process of glycolysis, then it can be written as follows: like glucose and 2 adenosine diphosphate molecule and 2 phosphate molecule and 2 nicotine amide adenine dinucleotide join together to form pyruvate, water, adenosine triphosphate, and 2 nicotine amide adenine dinucleotide and hydrogen ions. Now let's discuss the steps of glycolysis one by one. The first step is phosphorylation of glucose. In the first step of glycolysis, the glucose is converted into glucose 6-phosphate by the help of hexokinase enzyme, and this step is accompanied by a considerable loss of energy as heat. And the second step is isomerization of glucose 6-phosphate. Here, the glucose 6-phosphate is reversibly isomerized to fructose 6-phosphate by the enzyme phosphohexose isomerase, and the reaction involves a shift of carbonyl oxygen from carbon 1 to carbon 2, thus converting an aldose into a ketose. And the step 3 is phosphorylation of fructose 6-phosphate. Here, it is the second step, priming step of glycolysis, where fructose 6-phosphate is converted into fructose 1,6-bisphosphate in the presence of enzyme named as phosphofructokinase. Like in step 1, the phosphate is transferred from ATP, while some of the amount of energy is lost in the form of ADP. And the fourth step is cleavage of fructose 1,6-diphosphate. This step involves the unique cleavage of the carbon-carbon bond in the fructose 1,6-bisphosphate, and here enzyme aldolase catalyzes the cleavage of fructose 1,6-bisphosphate between carbon 3 and carbon 4, resulting in a two different triose phosphate. The first is glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate and the second one is dihydroxyacetone phosphate, and the remaining step in the glycolysis involve 3 carbon unit rather than 6 carbon unit. So the fifth step is isomerization of the dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Here, the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate can be radially degraded in the subsequent steps of glycolysis, but dihydroxyacetone phosphate cannot be. It is isomerized into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate instead. In this step here, the dihydroxyacetone phosphate is isomerized into glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate in the presence of enzyme known as triose phosphate isomerase, and this reaction completes the first phase of glycolysis. Step 6 is oxidative phosphorylation of the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate. Here you can see step 6 is one of the 3 energy conserving or forming steps of glycolysis. So here the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate is converted into 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate by the enzyme glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate dehydrogenase. So in this process, NAD is reduced to coenzyme NADH by the hydrogen from the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, since 2 moles of glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate are formed from 1 mole of glucose, and 2 NADH are generated in this step. And the step 7 is the transfer of phosphate from 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate to ADP. So here this step is the ATP generating step of glycolysis. It involves the transfer of phosphate group from 1,3-bisphosphoglycerate to ADP by the enzyme phosphoglycerate kinase, thus producing ATP and 3-phosphoglycerate. Since 2 moles of 1,3 bisphosphoglycerate are formed from 1 mole of glucose and 2 ATP are generated in this step. And the step 8 is isomerization of 3-phosphoglycerate. So here in this step, the 3-phosphoglycerate is converted into 2-phosphoglycerate due to the shift of phosphoride group from carbon 3 to carbon 2 by the enzyme phosphoglycerate mutase, and this is a reversible isomerization reaction. And the step 9 is dehydration of 2-phosphoglycerate. Here in this step, 2-phosphoglycerate is dehydrated by the action of enolase to phosphoenol pyruvate, and it is also an irreversible reaction where 2 moles of water are lost. And the final and last step is transfer of phosphate from phosphoenol pyruvate. So here it is the second energy generating step of glycolysis. So phosphoenol pyruvate is converted into an enol form of pyruvate by the enzyme pyruvate kinase, and the enol pyruvate, however, rearranges rapidly and non-enzymatically to yield the keto form of pyruvate. Actually, here the ketone form predominates at pH 7, and the enzyme catalyzes the transfer of phosphoride group from phosphoenol pyruvate to ADP, thus forming ATP. Here are the end result of glycolysis is first glucose is oxidized into pyruvate and NAD is reduced to NADH and ADP is phosphorylated into ATP. So it's all about glycolysis.